Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I want to share with you a clip from a recent live event where myself and Jim Morgan are talking about Splinterlands. What would it take to get involved for 100 or 150 bucks in this game today? And how would I go about doing that? I've got some ideas for which cards I would buy, how I would use that allowance, and how I would stretch it to get the most return across the shortest amount of time. If it sounds interesting, stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. And special thank you to Jim. Go check out Hobbies and Happiness. That's his channel where they talk about board games, tabletop, Lorcana. Go check him out. Have an amazing day, guys. God bless.
I got a question.
Let's hear it.
All right. I think someone said in the chat, or they were about to type it. I don't know. Someone asked if you had about between $50 and $100 to buy some cards, and let's say you already had a bot to run the stuff in Wild, where would you begin?
If I had 50 or 100 bucks, I don't know that I would. I don't know that even if I had a bot, I don't know that I would fight in Wild. The rewards are so much greater in Modern. And now you would only be with 50 or 100 bucks, you could put together a pretty decent, like I would think, bronze deck for Modern. If we just quickly open up Peak Monsters, we can have some fun looking at that. Because I think, before we look at that though, I just want to quickly make my point. I think the earnings are so much greater in Modern that the other day I was looking at, Aftersound did a video talking about how much SPS he earned last month. And he earned, I forget the number of SPS he earned, but he was fighting in gold. And he earned more SPS than I earned in Champion. Because the battle rewards are so much greater in Modern. Because there's so many fewer players. Because the bot armies are in Wild. And so I think there's a real argument to be made that your time and attention is being rewarded right now if you're attending to the game in Modern and you're not just automating in Wild. I am automating in Wild because I'm doing so many other things. Like I'm playing Immortal Creed for an hour a day. I'm playing Splinterforge as often as I can. I'm playing, I'm creating YouTube content. I've got 2 kids. I've got a full-time job outside of this. So I guess my point would be, first and foremost, if I had a small budget and I was just getting started, I would be looking at Modern, not Wild, even if I had a bot. And you said if I had a bot, so if I had a bot, I'd sell that bot. That'd be probably another 50 bucks that I'd get. So now we're talking 150 bucks that I could put toward a Modern deck. And I think, with Chaos Legion prices being where they are, you could go ham and get like an amazing Chaos Legion deck. Now you might say, well, Chaos Legion is going to rotate out of the Modern in the relatively near future. And sure, you're right. But man, for the price point, I think if you just look at the summoners, and I think you'd have to, you could go crazy with some of the stuff like getting into the gold foils. I wouldn't do that. I'd go as cheap as I can for the best I can. And you're talking like Kelly Frendel, Thaddeus Brood are both amazing. They play all the time. Quix Devious. These of the legendaries, Lily Shieldpaw and Immortalis. The other ones are great too, but those are the best of the best. And the price points are really, really cheap to get you into like a place of bronze. High bronze is what I'd be aiming at. And so I'd Chaos Legion first and foremost, but then I'd be looking at some. I don't know if I'd be looking at Rift Watchers as good as I think they can be. I'd be going through and finding
some really good ones.
Yeah, like Queen of Crows is an excellent card.
Corsair Ozen.
Yeah, Osan. Yep.
Watercolor's kind of broken, I think.
Dumac is quite good.
Junker's good.
So yeah, there's some strong cards in here. I would do some sparing, like I would do a little bit of collection in this context. Runemancer Kai, I love that card. Yeah, some of the legendaries are really epic in here, really powerful, and the price points aren't too high. But $7 for 1 BCX is you're gonna blow through your budget pretty quick. So I wouldn't buy all of them, but I might buy, like for instance, like 1 Agar Longtail, and maybe the Queen of Crows and a couple of those other ones we mentioned, like 1 or 2 BCX. I'd be really select purchases in the Rift Watchers, and then Rebellion. There's some really great cards in here that the price points are high, but I'd be looking at them. This is a strong card actually, and for the price point, like the cheapest of the legendaries, and I think it's a pretty solid card. Lookout is important, and 5 mana is going to be playable even at the lower levels, because you have to worry about your mana cap when you're fighting in bronze. But I'd probably get one of that guy. Rash Kokor with the 5 magic bomb. Now it has limited hit points and it's a big 13 mana, but 5 even at bronze would be, I would think, significant card in bronze modern. So that you'd probably right there. I bet I probably spent the full $150. But I would think playing at bronze, looking for a modern deck, that'd be my play. Any additional thoughts in there, Jim?
Well, let's say they could also save money on the summoners, because, I don't know, they had like a gold foil Lux Vega. It's just asking for a friend.
Yeah, that'd be powerful, because you're going to get, like, I mean, that Lux Vega can be used in every context. And so so then you maybe could skip on, because if I go back, even though the Chaos Legion summoners are not expensive, if we're looking at, let's see.
Oh, and hold on. Let me ask him real quick. He also said that he could go above like 200 if if he needs to.
If you really had to. So, I mean,
yeah,
we're talking like $10 for these summoners, but so probably.
Yeah, just, he said don't disrespect him by looking at Kelia. Yeah, I think that was someone in the chat who said that, actually.
Thaddeus Brute is one of the best summoners actually in the game, and I can show data to support it. But it wins a good 50% of its matches, and it plays a lot. And so
I used to hate him.
He's a good one. He's better than Kelia. Kelia plays more, but like wins less. Look at this: 314 wins and 378 with Kelia. With Thaddeus, where is he?
Dude, I really want to get Immortalis.
Thaddeus 209 and 205. So we got a winning. That's an amazing win rate for a rare card, and the price is dirt cheap actually. So I probably would still pull the trigger on that, but I would rely on my Lux quite a bit, and that would save somewhere in the neighborhood of, $50 across the summoners that I talked about buying, because you'd be relying heavily on your Lux. And then I would use that money in the context of looking at more legendaries and epics, because I went quite light in my first run through because I was wanting to get all the summoners. I would circle back, look at Rift Watcher, Rebellion, and Chaos, and I'd focus on the legendaries and spend that extra $40 or $50 on key legendaries that I thought were real game changers at bronze. And it's not necessarily going to be these bigger high mana ones, because they don't always fit in every context, but it's going to be some of these like what would be one that I'd really feel.
Coral Lurker's pretty good.
It's amazing. You know what? This is a Dark Dead Blast. I think if you wanted, this would be a high impact card for 7 mana. The Weapon Train. It's a huge price, but I'd say that's worth it because of the Weapon Train, and you can bring in two non-attacking monsters side by side with it, and now you've got 6 damage output for probably 10 mana, because the Dark Dead Blast at 7, you're going to do a Chaos Agent for 1, and then you're going to do like a, some other look at the non-attacking monsters. That would definitely be one of the things I would do.
Bakshira.
So if these are the non-attacking monsters, and that was a blue card, so let's go blue, neutral.
Oh, that's a pretty messed up combo. The Bakshira plus that new guy plus the Madari Guardian. There you go. That is an extremely good combo.
Yeah. So I bet that would definitely be something I'd look at. The Bakshira in the front position with 1 BCX. It's got the Void already in the slow. It's gonna have 2 magic damage output because your Darg is gonna give it. Then you put a Chaos Agent in the back, which is 4 cents for 1 BCX, and that's all you need. You can save money on that, and you're getting 6 magic damage output from that play. So I'd say the Darg is well worth the $22 for 1 BCX. That'd be one of the ways I'd approach it if I really wanted to pare down my summoners. But Yeah, I would want at least Thaddeus from the Chaos Summoners, and I probably would get Quicks as well, even though I wanted to rely on my Lux. That's what I would do. And I think Modern would be the play. And yes, you'd have to play 25 matches a day, which not everybody has time for. And, you know, you say to yourself, well, I'd rather bought it in that context. I get it, but man, the income, I have just to finish that point, I have a $30,000 card deck in Splinterlands, and I get the same amount of SPS that Aftersound gets when he plays in gold in Modern. So the earning potential is just night and day different across Champion, Wild versus Gold, Modern. So I do really think the play would be to, you know, get a solid bronze deck, bring it to Modern, focus on those that we talked about there. I think that would be lucrative. Birds, Bees, and Trees, I'm choosing Thaddeus now. Level 2 Anna Soothsayer, worth every penny. Yes, so good. It absolutely is. It's got a tank heal. It's a 6 mana magic caster. An amazing card. I have a gold foil version of it, level 4, and I love it. Birds, Bees, Trees, I just started a 24-hour bronze modern tourney. This is a great card. Help, as I don't know who I need to get for Rebellion yet. You're even Murph Watchers. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Thank you. What date will the Chaos go out of Modern? I hope not 1.5 years. We don't. Okay, so yeah, we don't really know when it leaves. We just know that when we get the next full set, it will leave. And so,
which I think is start of next year.
Probably, but we don't know that. And you have to remember that they're going to want to be thoughtful about what happens in bulls and bear markets. We also need to look at the devs and what's happening with the finances of the team. We also need to look at the DAO and whether the DAO wants to commission these things, because we might go ahead and ask for them sooner or later. You know, we're also talking about, the community has been talking recently about wanting new reward cards. That's a huge undertaking. That's like pretty much a new set in and of itself. We've also heard talk about new gladiators. Now that has that question was kind of balked at. Like they didn't really take it, like they want to do that, but that isn't really on the radar. But as you start to look at all those sorts of options and concerns and considerations, you begin to realize that while they want to do it in probably the new year of 2025, I don't know if I believe that that'll happen. Again, you're awesome. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Like I said, it's been really cool seeing viewership pop up, hours of consumption pop up. You guys are thirsty for more Splinterlands content. 34 concurrent viewers. Appreciate you guys. Drop a like if you're enjoying the content.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's good to see everyone in the chat.
Hobbies and happiness. Daily content or weekly content? What is it like over there?
Yeah, we post a couple things a week.
Look at these two sexy beasts here. Guys,
hello.
You and Dan.
That duck is explosive.
You and Dan better not copyright infringe me for showing the visuals here.
Yeah, we're gonna copyright strike you.
Yeah, guys, check it out. Check it out. They've got great conversations and they're good friends, so it's fun to watch. So go check them out. Hobbies and happiness. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for your time and attention. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye for now.